Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. How to build a self-motivation system that actually works. Building self-motivation can feel impossible, especially when your energy and focus seem to come and go unpredictably. For neurodivergent people, it's not just about working harder, it's about working smarter, understanding what truly drives you, and setting up systems that fit the way your mind works. Creating a self-motivation system that's practical, reliable, and actually helps you move forward can make all the difference. Assessing your current motivation levels. If self-motivation is the engine driving your personal and professional success, then assessing your current motivation levels is like checking the fuel gauge. Before building a system that works for you, you need to identify what sparks your motivation, what holds you back, and how effective your past strategies have been. Recognizing motivational triggers. Picture this, you're moving along in life and suddenly something ignites that inner drive. What was it? Pinpointing your motivational triggers is the first step to understand how to sustain that momentum long term. Triggers can be positive, like a clear goal or supportive feedback, or they can be negative, like fear of failure. Recognizing both is crucial. Start by asking yourself some questions. When do you feel most energized or excited to act? What situations, people, or environments drain your motivation? Do external rewards like praise or a deadline influence your focus, or are you drawn more to personal challenges and achievements? Everyone's triggers are unique, and some might surprise you. For example, many neurodivergent people find that hyper-focusing on a passion project can spark creativity, while rigid routines or excessive multitasking might demotivate them. Whether it's autonomy, curiosity, or competition, understanding what makes you tick will help tailor your motivation system to fit your needs. Evaluating past motivation strategies. Now that you started recognizing your triggers, take a moment to reflect on your past efforts at staying motivated. What's worked before and what flopped completely? Think of this as a feedback loop for your own behavior. Here's how to evaluate effectively. 1. List specific approaches you've tried. Write down everything you've done to kickstart or maintain motivation. Journaling, reward systems, vision boards, alarms, apps, or even pep talks from friends. 2. Analyze the outcomes. Look at which strategies helped you stay consistent and which fizzled out. Did daily reminders boost your productivity, or did they just add stress? If you've tried tackling overdue tasks alongside a buddy, did it actually move the needle? 3. Assess why they worked or didn't. Sometimes failure isn't about the strategy itself, but the context. For instance, if you've been using a generic to-do list, it might not resonate because it doesn't align with how your brain processes tasks. Dive into the why behind each result. By thoroughly assessing your past and present, you're not just taking an inventory, you're building the foundation for a motivation system that'll empower you to take charge, grow, and win at your own game. Creating a personal self-motivation system. Building a personal self-motivation system is like assembling a toolkit tailored just for you. It's not about mimicking someone else's habits. It's about uncovering what works specifically for your brain, your lifestyle, and your long-term goals. By combining actionable techniques, you can create a reliable framework that keeps you moving forward even on tougher days. 1. Setting clear and achievable goals. Clear goals are the backbone of any personal motivation system. Without them, you're essentially setting off on a road trip without a destination. But clarity alone isn't enough. Your goals also need to be realistic and structured. For example, instead of saying I want to get healthier, think I'll walk 3 miles 3 times a week for the next month. Concrete plans eliminate the guesswork and help keep your focus sharp. There are many different kinds of goal-setting frameworks to help with this. The most common is SMART goals, but a lot of neurodivergent people struggle with this system. It doesn't matter what you use as long as you have something that will make your goals specific and actionable. 2. Incorporating routine and structure. Motivation thrives in an environment of consistency. Establishing a daily routine gives your brain cues about what to expect and when to get into action mode. It's like muscle memory for your mind. For instance, start each day with a simple morning ritual like journaling or stretching. Reserve time blocks for challenging work when your energy levels are highest. End your day with a wind-down activity like reading or meditation. These aren't rigid rules, they're anchors. A structured day reduces decision fatigue and makes it easier to stay on track. 3. Utilizing positive reinforcement. Rewarding yourself sounds simple, but it's scientifically powerful. Positive reinforcement trains your brain to associate effort with outcomes you enjoy. The key is to balance rewards so they're meaningful but not overindulgent. The beauty of rewards is that they make the grind more enjoyable and sustainable. 4. Creating a vision board. Sometimes seeing truly is believing. A vision board transforms your abstract goals into something tangible and inspiring. It can include photos, quotes, or mementos related to your goals, keywords that remind you of your why, a mix of personal and professional ambitions. Place it somewhere visible, your desk, your bathroom mirror, or even your phone background. Staring at a visual representation of your goals every day can give you that extra push when self-motivation feels thin. 5. Finding accountability partners. Sometimes external support makes all the difference. An accountability partner is like a workout buddy for your motivation. They help you stay on track and share your wins and struggles. Here's what to look for in a partner. Someone who shares similar goals or values consistency. A person you trust to offer honest, constructive feedback. Someone who is reliable but not overbearing. It's not about being perfect, it's about mutual encouragement. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or an online community, having someone to check in with keeps you grounded and focused. Overcoming common motivational challenges. Staying motivated can be tricky, especially when life throws curveballs. It's not about perfection, it's about recognizing obstacles, addressing them head on, and finding sustainable ways to keep moving forward. Here are some common challenges to motivation and practical ways to overcome them. Dealing with procrastination. Procrastination happens to the best of us. It's that nagging tendency to delay the tough or boring stuff until the last minute. But it doesn't mean you're lazy. It often comes from fear of failure, overwhelm, or simply not knowing where to start. Here's how to tackle it. Break tasks down. Large projects can feel paralyzing, so turn them into smaller, manageable steps. For example, instead of write a report, try draft an outline or research one topic. Starting small reduces overwhelm. Set time limits. Use tools like the Pomodoro technique to set focused work intervals. 25 minutes of work, a 5-minute break. Find your why. Link the task to a larger purpose. Ask yourself, what will I gain by completing this? Knowing why it matters can drive you to act. Reward progress. Even small milestones deserve celebration. Finish a section, treat yourself to a snack or a quick walk. Managing distractions. Distractions can sneak in from every corner, phones, noisy environments, or even your own thoughts. Managing them isn't about eliminating everything, but minimizing what pulls your focus unnecessarily. Here are some tips to keep distractions at bay. Create a focus-friendly space. Designate a spot for uninterrupted work. Keep it tidy, turn off notifications, and use noise-canceling headphones if needed. Batch similar tasks. Handling related tasks together minimizes mental switching and keeps your momentum intact. Schedule time for interruptions. Instead of checking emails or scrolling social media constantly, set specific windows for these activities. Use productivity tools. Apps like Freedom or Forest can block distracting websites or encourage focused work. Combating negative self-talk. Negative self-talk can be one of the biggest motivation killers. It's that inner voice whispering doubts. I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. But guess what? You're in charge of that voice. You can reframe it to work for you, not against you. Adopting a new mindset takes patience, but it's incredibly rewarding. Monitoring progress and adjusting your system. Creating a self-motivation system is only part of the equation. To make it truly effective, you need to plan to monitor how well it's working and adjust as needed. Monitoring your progress and tweaking your system helps keep you on track toward your goals. Tracking your achievements. If you've ever felt a surge of pride from crossing something off your to-do list, you already understand the power of tracking your accomplishments. Keeping a record of what you've achieved isn't just about measuring progress. It's about reinforcing your motivation to keep pushing forward. After all, every small win builds momentum. Why is tracking so effective? It gives you tangible proof that your efforts are paying off. Think of it like building a staircase. Each step represents a milestone that takes you closer to the top. Even tiny successes validate your effort and strengthen your belief in your ability to achieve bigger goals. In fact, studies suggest that breaking down tasks into clear, manageable milestones and tracking them can improve focus and drive. Your tracked achievements tell a story of resilience and growth. That story matters, especially on days when self-motivation feels elusive. Adjusting goals based on progress. Life isn't static and neither are your goals. Sometimes the vision you had at the beginning of a journey won't make sense anymore. Maybe circumstances change, or perhaps you discover new opportunities or priorities. Adjusting your goals doesn't mean giving up. It means staying flexible and realistic. The key is to evaluate progress often. Schedule regular check-ins with yourself, weekly, monthly, or quarterly, and use this time to reflect on what's working and what isn't. When goals evolve, it's not a failure, it's a sign of growth. Adjusting your focus ensures that your motivation remains relevant and rooted in what truly matters to you. By tracking your achievements and reassessing your goals, you're not just maintaining your system, you're optimizing it for long-term success. Taking control of your self-motivation is one of the most empowering steps you can take. By understanding what drives you, setting achievable goals, and building routines that fit your unique needs, you create a system that supports consistent progress. Now's the time to take charge. Begin building a personal motivation system that matches your strengths, helps you navigate challenges, and moves you closer to your goals, one step at a time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.